I have a client who sold their home in the first 30 days it was on the market. What a great win, right? Well, it was a great win, except that their next home wasn't going to be completed for another 60 days. The way we handled it meant they only had to move one time. Now today I am going to break down exactly how that worked and what your options are if you find yourself in the same situation. Here's the thing about Las Vegas. You cannot time our market. I have seen some homes sit on the market for 120 days while others are under contract in 2. So timing is out. However, you want to make sure that you have all of the options at the ready so that when that perfect home shows up, we know exactly the strategy that we're going to use to get you in that home. And keep in mind that buying and selling on 2 completely different time frames is 100% normal. It happens all the time. So what's the best case scenario? We put your home on the market, it sells or actually goes under contract. During that escrow period, which is usually 30 days, we find your next home. We close on the first one, we close on the second one, and you move in. So your escrow period becomes your home shopping period. But we've already identified the neighborhoods that you want to be in, the inventory that's on the market, so we are ready to go. And even if the closings are a few days apart, that gap is usually manageable when you get agents who will work together to see both parties succeed. And this does happen quite often, because when you are moving up from a home that no longer fits your needs into your next property, people know that you're always going to have a home to sell while you're purchasing the new property that fits your lifestyle. So here's the real life scenario. My clients wanted to purchase a new construction home. They knew that they had their home to sell, and we used the timeline of the builder, which was 9 months, to allow them to kind of start packing up. We decided that we would list their home probably about 3 months ahead of time because of how the market was moving. Well, before we even got this strategy into play, the market shifted. There were 15 homes on the market in their neighborhood that, and I'm not talking the whole city, I'm talking about their specific neighborhood, and nothing was moving. Nobody was getting offers, no one was going under contract, and nothing was selling. They started to panic because they were on this timeline that we had discussed months before when they went under contract, but now the reality of it was that their home might not sell on time. So we took a lot of time getting their home prepped. We did the clean out, we did painting, we did reduction of anything that shouldn't be on the walls or in the cabinets or in the closets. They did a lot of work up front. Then we did the photos, we did the video, we sent out all of the information to everybody who needed it, who would be interested in this home. We did all that prep work up front. Then something totally unexpected happened. They went under contract within the first 30 days. Those other 15 homes were still on the market. And so we negotiated a leaseback for them so that they could stay in their home, they could pack, they could use those 60 days to get everything ready for when the builder said, hey, your home is ready, we can now move in. So that is exactly what they did. We got a 60-day lease back. They only moved one time. This is not the ideal scenario. However, if we're having those hard conversations up front, then you know that it could be something that comes into the mix. And so because we've already built a strategy around it, it's not coming as a surprise, and it may actually work for you. And it looks a little bit like this. Your house goes under contract and you just cannot find what you're looking for. That magic home that fits everything you want does not exist, at least today. And so what we do is we start talking about what it looks like for you to actually move out of the home that you're selling. You may end up putting your stuff in storage. You may end up moving into an Airbnb, or like I did, you might even move in with your in-laws for a few weeks until you're able to find that house that fits everything that you want. But this is not a failure. This is strategy, because I would rather have you move into something temporary until you find the home that is perfect than to rush into something that in 3 months you're going to be calling me back and saying, Eileen, this is not what we wanted. If we haven't met before, I'm Eileen Guilbeault. I help people relocate strategically, helping them buy and sell simultaneously so that they can get the most out of their move to Las Vegas. If this video is helpful, let me know what city you're moving from. I read every single comment. As you're probably guessing, there's no one-size-fits-all solution, and the timing is rarely perfect. So we have multiple scenarios to help you accomplish your goals while hopefully keeping some of your sanity through the process. But I find that the more answers that you have and the more strategic we are about accomplishing those goals, the more relaxed you can be knowing that everything has a plan in place. But maybe you want to buy your next home before you even think about selling your current one. The next video talks about specifically that so that you have strategies around that as well.